Hello everyone, welcome to my class. I am an English teacher, Maxliyo. Today's topic is very common topic, people and their relationship. The first, our plan. The first, you can get some information and vocabulary related to relationship. The next topic is word formation, and the next phrases, and the next idiom. And at the end of our lesson, you have to get information about the difference between common law and the civil law. Now, first we can start vocabulary. If you can look our slide, the first word is to break up. Means to end a romantic relationship. And the next phrase, to enjoy someone's or one's company. Now, if you would like to talk with someone, maybe girlfriend, maybe boyfriend, or maybe friends, you can use these words. And the next, to fall for. What's mean to fall for? It means fall in love. You love, you adore any person. And the next word, to get on like a house on a fire. It means to like someone's company very much indeed. In this phrase, you really like to be and to with that person. And such kind of situation you can use while you are communicating with that person. And the next, get on well with. These words and the phrase mean you really like and you would like to be that person. Why? Because maybe she is or he is very interesting person and you would like to be with him or her. And the next, to get to know. It means just you can start and to know her or him. And the next, to go back years. To go back years, for example, you know that person for many years. Maybe your neighbor, maybe your girlfriend, maybe any person you know. You get back ages. And the next, to have a lot in common. If you have a lot of similarities with your partner, you can use this phrase while you are talking about such kind of relationship. And the next, have ups and downs. For example, in our life consists of their ups and downs. It means good and bad times. And the next slide also, you can some words and the phrases related to relationship. And in this relationship, different types of situations exist and happen. Now, the next here, a healthy relationship. Healthy relationship, a good positive relationship with someone. Maybe with your neighbor, or maybe course mates, maybe friends, and so on. And if you can look these phrases, you can see a lot of words, a lot of phrases. They are so helpful and very useful to get a more higher score in the IELTS exam. And here this is at the end of the word we can a bit focus, for example, to tie the knot. It means to get married. Tie the knot, this is phrase you can use while such kind of relationship. And the next we can continue here, word formation. Word formation, it means, what's word formation by the way? Word formation. We know word. The next, form, it has its own form. And formation, this is one topic in the English language. And the word formation, we can say that it is very helpful, useful to improve and to enhance your language. For example, in the English language, now we can say employ, employment, or unemployment. Usually, word formation is formed by the prefixes and also suffixes. For example, prefix usually comes at the beginning of this word, and also suffix comes at the end of the word. And the next phrase. What's phrase? Just by the way, if you can look this table, you can see a lot of word formations. These word formations, for example, the word is beauty. Beauty, noun form, beautify. Also here this is a verb form, a beautiful adjective form, and a beautifully a verb form. Such kind of words in the English language we can see. And if you learn by heart these words, if you are aware of, you can speak fluently as a natural. That's why word formation is very helpful. For example, any word has their own root form. As I mentioned that the word employ, employment and unemployed, the base word employ. If you know the word employ, unemployment and employment, just you can predict and you can find easily its meaning. Okay, the next slide. Now phrase. Phrase words. Phrase usually a group of words stands together and as a single grammatical unit. Just a phrase, not subject and a verb. And it has its own meaning. Now in the next slide, you can see this picture and try to understand. For example, the first peculiarity, as I said, that stands together as a single grammatical unit. For example, the first sentence, 4 hostile newspapers. 4 hostile newspapers is joined and also at the beginning of the sentence is standing and it comes together and stands together. And the next example, an army marches on its stomach. Such kind of also here's on its stomach, this phrase. The first phrase is noun, for example, 4 hostile newspapers, and the next is adverbial phrase. Here this is on its stomach. And the last, England is a nation of shopkeepers. Here this is of shopkeepers. Here adjectival phrase. Such kind of phrases, sometimes we don't pay attention in the English language, or sometimes while we are reading or watching a movie or maybe listening any podcasts, sometimes we don't pay attention, but this is phrase. There are a lot in the English language. The next slide, idiom. Idiom is very helpful, really useful, and also if you use different types of idioms while you are communicating or maybe situations, just your speech will be more fluent and also you can speak fluently as a native speaker. Now, what's idiom? Idiom also somehow a group of words. This is somehow a group of words comes together, but the word, for example, we can say storm in a teacup. This is idiom, but teacup, they have their own meaning, but in the idiom, they have another meaning. Just we can look through these idioms. The first one is when pigs fly. When pigs fly, it means never. For example, any action, maybe any event, maybe going there, maybe inviting, maybe having party, such kind of situation maybe doesn't happen. It means never. And the next idiom, as cool as cucumber. It means as cool as cucumber, very calm. Such kind of situation, maybe any person became, he is as cool as a cucumber. Maybe your niece, maybe nephew, in some situations they are as cool as a cucumber. It is a bit surprising. And the next idiom, storm in a teacup. Storm in a teacup, while you are using such kind of situation, maybe any person get worried about maybe exam result, maybe daughter, maybe son, education, and such kind of situation. And storm in a teacup, such kind of we can use don't worry about your exam result. It's a storm in a teacup. Maybe your son, maybe your daughter got some high results in the exam, but your son or daughter doesn't know about it. At that time, they usually get worried. At that time, maybe parents use a storm in a teacup. The next idiom, hold your horses. Hold your horses means just here, wait, think, just maybe it is serious. And the next, a piece of cake. A piece of cake, this idiom we use in common and we use a lot. It means very easy. And the next slide, we can continue here, common law and the civil law. Okay? Common law. What's common law and the civil law? Just I give you short information about common law. Common law usually is based on the concept of judicial precedent. Now, usually lawyers can make their decisions according to the precedent. And in the world, around 70 countries usually follow a common law system. For example, the United States, England, also India and Canada follow a common law system. And the next, civil law. What's civil law? Civil law is a system, a legal system, and in this legal system usually they have their own legal documents, and these legal documents usually constantly updated, and usually lawyers follow these documents and they usually fulfill their actions, especially here this is in judicial and this is legal acts. Some countries, for example, China, Japan, France, Spain, such kind of countries usually follow common law system. Now, dear students, I think that our lesson is understandable. Now, if you can repeat again at home, and if you learn by heart, especially some words, previous slides, just you can look through and also some learn by heart vocabulary, and you can get some information and also improve your English language. Thank you. See you later again.